Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Zena Suissa, President of Resonance Executive and Team Coaching. Last time we met, we discussed the power of self-awareness. I've had a lot of comments about that bite-sized learning. Today, we're going to talk about incivility. Incivility, unfortunately, presents itself in many arenas. The workplace, schools, social media, politics, and other areas, very unfortunately. People who are victim of incivility don't do very well. They're agitated, they feel stressed, they're not very productive, their performance is weakened. So today, I'm going to pull up some slides, and then I'll come back, and let's see what we can do about incivility in the workplace. First of all, it's a great quote. So let us begin anew, remembering on both sides that civility is not a sign of weakness, and sincerity is always subject to proof. Let us never negotiate out of fear, but let us never fear to negotiate. This is from the inaugural address by President John F. Kennedy, 1961, long time ago. First of all, there's a difference between incivility and bullying, and often we interchange those words. Incivility are the words, inconsiderate words that violate norms of the workplace that may not even be intended to harm. Sometimes people don't even realize that they're doing this. Bullying, on the other hand, is repeated unwanted actions, and there's a difference. It's the action rather than just the words. It's repeated unwanted actions by individuals or groups with an express intent to intimidate, harass, degrade, and offend. So it starts off with incivility, which are the words, which are intended or not intended to harm. It leads to a bullying, which is much more an aggressive behavior and much more action-oriented. And ultimately, it leads to violence. And this is what we hear about in the news all the time. Incivility in the workplace. You see the red light and the green light. Incivility represents the red light. Should not be doing this. Abusive language, pointing out flaws to people. Look at the way you look today. Can't believe you dress like that. What is wrong with you? How do you act this way? Disrespect towards others, above and below. Doesn't matter if you're talking about the workplace. Could be the echelon goes up and it goes down. It could be at any level. Civility is the green light, described as people are being considerate, kind, fair. They have self-control. They have tact. They're polite. Incivility is a toxic environment, and it does not allow an organization to thrive. So we have to try much harder in what's happening in this world. Getting to the root of incivility. So not all managers, I would never say that, or leaders, think of people as salaries and overheads and costs. Instead, we have to consider people as human capital. We cannot thrive in a workplace without people, and therefore we have to be kinder, we have to be more generous with the human capital that is working with us. So again, I'm not alluding to managers and leaders only. This goes across and up and down. Stress, unfortunately, is a result of incivility. It produces more. People are very stressed because what happens is they produce more. They feel stressed because they produce more, but they don't have enough resources, and therefore that is uncivil. They discount employee contributions, so this could be managers, leaders, colleagues. They discount another person's contributions. They fear that their career is being jeopardized, and this is uncivil as well. If there's a problem with the workplace, with regards to a person's career, the thing to do is to bring them into an office and discuss this with them instead of the gossip chain that goes right through the workplace about what is happening to a person's career or even the workplace itself. The symptoms of incivility, mental and physical, migraines, raised blood pressure, sleep problems, very common, worrying constantly, Feeling anxiety could lead to panic, depression, and many other symptoms. There are 3 reasons to practice a more civilized or civil environment. Number 1, create a positive environment. Improve the morale in the workplace. And the onus is on everyone. It is not only the top, like I said, of the echelon. It's everyone has to work together with civility. 2, increase productivity. When you have an environment that has civility, it will increase productivity, it will achieve higher performance, greater morale, formidable relationships. 3, it relates to emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is being aware of my behavior, I'm aware of your behavior, and I'm learning how to manage the behavior between the 2 of us. And this could be spreading over a team, in the whole workplace. So having a more emotionally intelligent workplace. When you have an emotionally intelligent workplace, people who are in touch with their emotions as well, it controls anger and frustration. It leads to calm. It leads to greater well-being. We need to teach social skills. If there's problem in the workplace, if you notice there's problem in the workplace, you need to have conflict management, anger management, negotiation, learning how to work with people. Civility sets the stage most often for effective communication. And this is what we're looking for, people who are civil with each other and know how to talk to each other. Okay, so what do we do? How do we evaluate a situation? We ask what is going on. We either do it ourselves, manager, leader, or we hire someone. What is really going on here? Do people feel intimidated, angry, and abused, or abused? Ask. Are others aware of the situation? Do people all feel the same way? Do we have a system, and this is key, do we have a system in place, a safe place to report uncivil behavior, be it the workplace, school, complaining about social media? Do we have a place that we can report this? A safe place that we will not be, no one will share that it is us, it's anonymous. Is there recourse for someone who was treated wrongly? Consequences. Even with children, when this goes on in even the school, there has to be some consequences. People cannot be allowed to get away with this. How do you deal with incivility? We have to have absolutely zero tolerance for uncivil behavior. And you see here a little toolbox, a red toolbox. This is the toolbox that you keep by your side, and you throw in everything that is needed to have a civil environment. You teach employees how to self-monitor their own behavior. Because often people don't realize that in the midst of excitement or whatever is happening in the workplace, they start saying things that are not kind, that are not tactful, that are not polite. So you need to learn, and people should be able to do this on their own. We discussed about self-awareness last time in bite-sized learning. You need to learn how to self-monitor your own behavior, or help people to learn how to self-monitor their own behavior. Listen and respect other people's opinion. It's not only about our opinion, it's about, if you're working in a team, it's about everyone's opinion. Provide, again, like I said before, and put that into the toolbox, anger management, classes, workshops, etc., conflict management, negotiation, knowing how to deal with negotiation. Manager and a leader need to monitor, most importantly, their own behavior. They set themselves up as role models. That is their role, to show people what they expect in the environment, not only of others, of themselves. And that creates a very inclusive work environment. Being a role model, as a parent does, as a manager does, as a leader does, everywhere in the environment. I'm going to come back in a minute to incivility, but for your company, if you're learning and enjoying these bite-sized learning, all these talks can be turned into 1 or 2-day workshops. On my website, Residence Executive and Team Coaching, you will see on the homepage, on the 4th tab, many workshops courses, speaking engagements. It's www.resonanccorporatecoaching.com. These are offered on site, so in your place of employment, or in a location that possibly we both can choose. I have a lot of contacts, so therefore I can get a space, but if you choose a space, that's fine too. Contact me at drzinasuisse@retc.ca. I hope very much that you're learning and enjoying these bite-sized learning. I've had comments, and I'd like to continue to have comments. I think that helps me to learn what is expected, what you like to learn about, and what I can offer you. So like I said, the onus is on, yes, the employer, but it's also on the people. We need to be more civil. We need to be kinder. We need to be more tactful. We need to be more polite. And in an environment that has all the latter will work more appreciatively. They'll have better relationships, there'll be far more productivity and more achievement. So we need to put rules and regulations and policies into place. And like I said before, people have to have a safe space to report what's going on. Thank you very much. See you the next time.